My name is Barbara Cataletto, Lloyd Neck, New York. I'm here to present an option to the resolution that we had presented from New York Citizens Audit last year. It's a new resolution that we'd like to put forth to ensure the integrity of our 2024 election. What I'd like to do is just present the talking points that are here and then do it more formally in our next meeting. This way you're prepared for it. We're calling upon you, our representatives, to support an end-to-end audit of the New York State 2022 general election for both paper and electronic records, including ballots, by a mutually agreed upon external third-party bonded auditing firm, possessed of adequate insurance and indemnification for handling and protection of personal identifying information of the millions of New York citizens in order to determine the true error rate. This audit will provide a comprehensive report and analysis of all lapses and errors within the explanation of cause where it can be determined. 2, enactment of legislation defining a mutually agreed upon process by which an end-to-end audit would be triggered for any future elections. 3, the enactment of legislation defining a mutually agreed upon accuracy rate for the voter roll databases. 4, the enactment of legislation allowing for anonymous voter verification and tracking by the voter, an open source royalty-free patent pending automated system, including automatic mechanisms to report and remedy errors during the canvass period following an election, regardless of the ballot entry source. And 5, criminalize election misconduct explicitly with regard to the state election law and increase penalties to reflect the social and generational harms inflicted by these crimes. We hope that you will receive our petition next month with open eyes and open ears, and we look forward to receiving your signatures on that. Thank you very much.
Senator Kennedy has a question for you.
Yes, sorry about that.
Sorry about that. Who do you want to do this audit?
It would be an independent, mutually agreed upon company.
An independent firm?
Yes.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, it's good to be here, doing God's work. Okay, Roy Reynolds. I'm a volunteer working with New York Citizens Audit. New York Citizens Audit is a not-for-profit organization. I am not an official spokesperson, and any opinions expressed are my own. Okay, we know the Suffolk County voter rolls appear to be erroneous in certain aspects. We are trying to get a meeting with the Suffolk County Board of Elections to go over the findings of New York Citizens Audit. We went back over the videos of your previous meetings. I noticed that we were promised a meeting with the Suffolk County Board of Elections last year. On October 5th, the chairman indicated he would, and I quote, arrange a meeting. Well, it's been 5 months later and still no meeting. I'm not blaming you per se. Rather, it looks like the Suffolk County Board of Elections is not cooperating with you. I know you tried to get a meeting. With the presentation by New York Citizens Audit on January 25th and the video we sent you, you should have enough data to warrant an investigation into the voter rolls in Suffolk County. Last year, you verified that there were erroneous voter birth dates in the voter rolls, which we gave to you, and confirmed that the Suffolk County Board of Elections knowingly injected false birth dates into the voter rolls. It did not correct them after 30 years. This is a violation of law. It leads to confusion over voter identity and opens the door for fraud. Voter birth dates tie into birth certificates and proof of citizenship. Now we have given you more data that appear to be the violations of law. It looks like people may be voting more than once in the same election in Suffolk and Nassau counties. It also appears that double votes have been injected into the voter rolls sometime in 2023. This has all been spelled out for you in the presentation and video. I urge everyone to check out the New York Citizens Audit website at auditny.com. That's auditny.com. There you can view the January 25th video presentation and see and hear what we are talking about. The video can be found on the media page under United Sovereign America, Long Island data presentation. In addition, on your June 1st meeting last year, You promised an inquiry into Suffolk County database. So the question is, when is that going to happen? I have 19 seconds. You want to ask me a question? You're welcome to.
Yeah. First of all, I apologize to you, and I meant it, and I still mean it. And quite honestly, I'm not happy with the fact that I've been jerked around by the Board of Elections, and I will continue to put pressure on them. You know, the problem is the Democrats and the Republicans, and that they have to, you know, they're in both be there, and they both want people there. So, you know, I accept that for a month or two, but this is getting to the point where it's getting a little bit ridiculous. And I can assure you that I will step up my pressure to put on them to bring you out there. Because quite honestly, I think it does them a disservice by not meeting with you. And it only feeds into what you're talking about. And I won't, you know, I can only do what I can do.
Appreciate that. And we just want the voter rolls to be
Okay.
corrected.
I don't think
There's errors,
anybody
right?
will
Thank you.
argue with that.
God bless.
Okay, thank you. All right, our next speaker is Susan Hanson.
First, let me state that I have been a volunteer with New York Citizens Audit, but I am not an official representative, and my statements are my own. In January, Marley Hornick, the founder of New York Citizens Audit, gave a Long Island public presentation on voter and election law and apparent Suffolk County violations based on suspect data within the voter registration database. Every member of this committee was contacted and invited to attend. To my knowledge, no one answered. If any of you would care to correct me, please do so after my 3-minute public comment. Anyone? Your constituents have appeared before this committee for months now, expressing concerns about our Suffolk County voter registration database, the database that is maintained by our Suffolk County Board of Elections. The Board of Elections that this committee has oversight of what is considered to be a matter of national security. Yes, a matter of national security. CISA, C-I-S-A, stands for Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency and was formed in 2018. Let me read an excerpt from the CISA website under, quote, election security. CISA works to secure the nation's elections, to manage risk. In January 2017, the Department of Homeland Security officially designated election infrastructure as critical. That includes, wait for it, voter registration databases. Tomorrow is March 1st. The general election is November 5th. State law restricts challenges to voter registration records 3 months prior to an election. That leaves us with a deadline of August 5th. That's 5 months away. We all want an election we can trust, one we can believe. If the issues that have been raised before this committee are not addressed, Suffolk County elections will be suspect and quite possibly uncertifiable. You need to take this seriously. Oversight is not just a part of a job description, it's a responsibility. And everyone on this committee must take responsibility and ensure election integrity in our little corner of the world, in Suffolk County. Be an example, be a leader for the rest of New York and beyond to follow.
Thank you very much.
Did anybody from this committee attend the presentation? No. Okay.